TGC War Report for 23 February. I am Scrivian, the community leader for Tempest Gaming Community. And so this week I'm going to talk about a lot of things we did, a lot of things that are going on, some leadership changes, and lots of other stuff. So we'll see how long this goes. It shouldn't go too long. First thing I'd like to do is say congratulations to the SWTOR team for another successful week. We raided on Tuesday and finished Dread Fortress, 16-man with the raid team, and it was pretty easy, pretty standard clear every week now. Getting good loot drops for everyone. We then jumped in on Thursday and hooking up with Casual Elitist again. Did hard mode Scum and Villainy. Hard mode Scum and Villainy, we worked on the first boss for about an hour or so before we finally got him down. We had a couple of good pugs that joined us as well for that. So we were able to see the first hard mode boss go down this week, which was good. Started working on the second one, and there's some mechanics and some healing and some other stuff that we're going to have to work on. So we're kind of making some changes with the raid team, but we should have some more success this week. We anticipate we'll have more success this week. So good job to the Star Wars raid team. Friday night was PvP night, and I'm thinking we're going to have to start expanding this to PvP in any game, I guess, or whatever we're doing. It was, again, just Azrael and myself because nobody else showed up. I guess people are now busy on Friday nights when they were fine before, which is okay. You know, community, we got real lives and things to do. So Az and I decided we were looking at what we wanted to do. We didn't want to necessarily do any Star Wars. We kind of, get in the raiding and doing other stuff, leveling alts. So we wanted to try something else out. Az downloaded the Hearthstone beta, which I had already. Now, I'd been working on clearing all the basic decks, and Az jumped in, and we decided to just start playing some head-to-head matches. And we did that probably until, I think, about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we started looking at, after playing all the different classes against each other, we decided to take a look. Let's take this one step further, and we started playing online opponents, and I have to say it was pretty good. Now, you can't chat with your opponent, which is, I guess, good or bad. I guess we don't have to worry about the trolls or the douches out there, which we find in other games. But, so PvP, that's what we did. We played Hearthstone. We played it Friday, and we actually followed that into Saturday night, last night, when Az and I were on, and Zojak jumped in. He was doing some Star Wars leveling, another alt. And but Az and I continued playing Hearthstone. Now, we were actually doing some Arena, which is a little more challenging. We talked to Noob, who jumped on to TeamSpeak for a little bit, and he was saying he plays a mage deck. I guess he's like level 20, I think. And so it's kind of fun getting in there and doing that. I encourage everyone to take a look at it. It's an open beta right now, so anyone can download it as long as you've got your Battle.net account up. Download the game, check it out. It's kind of fun, interesting. Az is going to start working the crafting, so I'll have some reports on that here in the future. Now, last week we finished up, or the week before, we started doing the Scrivian's New World Explorers. So this week we jumped into the Secret World because we were jumping from free to play. And we said, let's just go and hit some of the first two instances. Now, Greer and I were going to go, and we have characters who are geared at quality level 10.2. Maybe he's got a couple pieces higher than that. But we decided, hey, let's go run a couple of the first two instances. So we leveled our gear down for the first one, and we ran through Polaris. And it was just Az was the only one who showed up who wanted to do it. So we took Az in, we ran through Polaris. Took about half an hour. It was good. We have a video up on YouTube on our channel if you want to check it out. We then decided to up our gear a little bit so we could go a little bit faster, and went through Hell Raised. And so Greer and Az and I basically three-man the first two instances, which are fine because, of course, we're at max gear level. For not max, but just about max gear level anyways. So it was kind of fun to run in through the Secret World. And if you're interested to see what those instances look like, there are two videos up on YouTube. We have one for the Polaris run and one for Hell Raised, and you can kind of see what goes on there. Some of the basic mechanics. We didn't ignore the mechanics, even though we were geared to kind of probably ignore some of them. So it's kind of cool if you want to get a look and see what that's like. So carrying on with New World Explorers, tonight, February 23rd at 8:30 Central, we will be heading into Terra. Now, we've got the Terra Guild finally set up correctly, and we've got a couple people to join. I think Rev has got his character back in the guild. Noob is in the guild, and a couple other people who have talked to me in TeamSpeak or on the forums. Nymera, I think, was downloading, and I'm not sure. Hopefully, she'll show up tonight. But we're going to go do a BAM hunt tonight. Just good old-fashioned, no instances, no levels. We're not worrying about any of that kind of stuff. Whoever shows up, we're going to take you. We're going to group up, and we're going to run out and just kill BAMs. 1, you get good loot out of it. 2, it's good experience. And 3, we're going to get some more of the, I forget what the hell the marks are called. The guild marks. We're going to pick up the guild quest and basically just kill BAM, 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 BAM. And BAMs are big-ass monsters if you haven't seen those before. So there will be a video out tomorrow. If you're interested in doing it, download Terra. It is free to play, and we'll be kicking off about 8:30 tonight. Now, the first BAM started about level 20, So if you're not actually in the game yet, you might not be able to go, but at least jump into TeamSpeak if you want to level up, and we'll be returning back to Terra again. So that'll be kind of fun. Now, on to main news of Tempest Gaming Community. Now, we've had a lot of things going on, and we're kind of looking at changing and shifting. We want to make the community better. So we've got a couple of initiatives that we're actually starting. Now, TeamSpeak usage is down even further than I didn't think it could go any further, but I mean, realistically, I guess it could be just me in TeamSpeak, and then I don't know. But we're getting to the point where there's only 3 or 4 people. Now, if you guys don't like us, and you don't want to hang out with us, or you don't like the structure, yeah, you can leave the community. Our feelings aren't going to be hurt. But again, it's a waste to have it if no one's going to use it. We are a community, and we expect people to socialize a little bit. It's not forced. Well, actually, it is a little bit forced. If you don't want to be part of the community, please GTFO, like our name said back for our old show. You can leave. It's okay. Our feelings won't be hurt. We're going to find more gamers. We are going to rebuild. The next thing we have is that we are going to be changing the leadership of the Tempest Gaming Community. For a long time, it was a good post that Chap put up on the thing saying, you know, we kind of had this incestuous leadership group that was kind of going from game to game to game, and it became, maybe it started out effective. We were very effective in Rift when we first started, and we got less effective over time as we found out certain people just weren't cut out to lead, or didn't know how to lead, or were inefficient, ineffective, or did more harm. So, and I'm not saying any of the TGC leaders are like that, but some of the leadership we've had over the history of TGC have been like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look to establish more leaders in the TGC community. So this week, Godmocker and Dimos and Isaac will be stepping down from the TGC community leadership. They've all got a lot of things going on in their lives, and they're way too busy to put the time in that's needed to actually build and grow a community. So we'll be looking to add to our leadership team. Now, again, if you thought that my requirements for being a guild leader were tough, being a TGC is going to be a little bit tougher. I mean, there is work to be done. We want to get our presence out there. We want to build the community and have fun in a gaming community. So Greer is going to be staying on with me. Greer is actually he is formulating his plan now for the WoW resurgence when WoW comes back out. And he plans on making it he will be the guild leader, of course. And he plans on making it a major game in TGC again, who is going to be pushing raid content. I believe that's his focus. So if you're interested in pushing raid content and doing some of the extra things you need to do to be one of the top tier raid teams, that's what I think he's looking to do. So we're going to be going on with that. Now, I'm going to start a post this week, and this is kind of, again, we're trying to get in touch with all of you, and there are like 60 of you out there who are in the Tempest Gaming community. I'm going to put a post up, and I want you to put down what you're playing, or if you're not playing anything right now. And basically what I'm trying to do is kind of form programs or get things going that's going to get everyone involved in TGC so that you can be in TeamSpeak. I don't care if you're playing Dungeons & Dragons, not DDO online, but regular pen and paper. You're doing dice games, card games, whatever games you want, any game you want to do. We're a gaming community. Put that down and say, hey, this is what I've been currently doing. And again, if you're not gaming or you don't have time to game, I'm not sure why you're hanging out in TGC. Yeah, we're a gaming community. I expect everyone to be active. The other thing, if you've got other things, maybe you can bring more people into TGC or get things going, tournaments, whatever. Az was talking about, maybe we'll set up a Hearthstone tournament since it's free beta right now, and kind of do some brackets and say, you know, who's good at Hearthstone. Either build your own deck or just play straight up, you know, newbie, beginner deck. Not newbie's deck, because he probably has his worked up a little bit more, but those kinds of things. So lots of things going on in TGC, so I look forward to working with everyone to continue to try to make the community better and to grow it and to make it more interactive. And I look forward to seeing all of you. Thanks to the few people who did jump into TeamSpeak this week just to hang out, say hi, see what's going on. Shout out to Europe and Alia, who were in Rift last night when I logged into Rift to see what was going on there. They're both still in TGC in Rift and you know, doing their own thing. I think Europe's still raiding. Alia's busy, you know, doing everything there is to do in the game, so I appreciate that. Everyone have a great week in gaming, and I look forward to hearing from you in the forums or on TeamSpeak. Bye.